I also want to ask you about the critical situation, crisis in Romania, the political crisis that is around the world, but more specifically in our Romania, in our country, because we annulled our elections during the vote.
Yes, and I spoke about that today twice during my talk because it's such an important event worldwide.
That's an important point.
It is a very important event worldwide because it shows the willingness, particularly of the European Council, to act in a unilateral fashion to overturn the will of the people. And unfortunately, Mr. Georgescu has suffered greatly, as has his wife, from this, and unjustly. I don't see any evidence of Russian interference. As a matter of fact, what the data show was that it was one of the opposition parties that it manipulated through Telegram, wasn't it? Telegram was the problem?
Yes, and also TikTok.
Yes, so this accusation of Russian interference is similar to the accusation that was made against President Trump, as you'll recall.
Yes,
and
Mr. Georgescu spoke about that in Romania.
Yes, and so this has to stop, and the weaponization of the courts have to stop, and the rights of the people to self-determine and select their own leaders has to be recognized. And I think that the rest of the world recognizes that what happened in Romania was a tragedy and a travesty.
For democracy. You also meet today at CPEC Mr. George Simion, the president of the Ours Party, and you also know Călin Georgescu from our country, from Romania.
Yes, so I've been, of course, to Romania a few times now, and it's been my great pleasure to have these friendships. And they come to the United States fairly frequently, and I'm always glad to meet and speak with them. There's great interest in looking at what's happening in the United States under President Trump and with Secretary Kennedy, and seeing ways that what's happening here can also be used in Romania.
What's your opinion, the professor, with Mr. Georgescu in this situation in our country with the files after they canceled the elections?
I think what I've heard is it's really a travesty. The attempts to control him, to put him in jail, he hasn't done anything wrong, as far as I know. This really seems to be false accusations, and this is something that it must stop. Mr. Georgescu has become a victim, and he's also a symbol. He's become really a symbol of what's wrong with the European Council and the European Union in their efforts to control the Romanian people, and I think it's wrong.